Alright. Okay, guys. We're live. Running. So, on this stage, Zoro saves time.
Hello? Why is
Hello. So, Zoro saves time on this stage because in this stage, there's a mission where Zoro's, like, getting attacked by people. And by playing him, you don't have that mission.
That's dope.
So, you don't have to, and his dialogue doesn't play when you're fighting Tashigi. Instead, Sanji fights Tashigi, basically.
Nice.
And even though he can't hurt her, I don't know what that's all about. But, yeah. And then here, we're going to clear out these extra enemies to increase the amount of enemies that die here, normally. But because I'm using fast dialogue mod, these guys just spawn instantly. And this cutscene starts instantly instead of being like 10 seconds. Normally there's a lot of like, you're just prepping things. These guys will spawn instantly instead of about 5-10 seconds later. Zoro has this move, which is really strong. So you can just spam it throughout the run. Jumping and dashing is faster in this game as long as your character doesn't auto dash towards the floor. So that's good. These guys spawn instantly instead of taking like an hour, which is pretty sick.
Nice.
Hills suck, so I'm trying to not lose too much time on the fact that the hills destroy my hitbox. Should have FFB'd there for some time. So this game has stamina. You see that green refilling bar, sort of a Zelda-esque. That bar, when it hits 0, it's kind of annoying because you can't really like dash anymore, but if you activate FFB, you get all your stamina back. So we can use that. Then Tashigi will spawn because they're dead. And this is the mission that saved time, is because Zoro normally would be like getting beat up by an extra couple guys. So instead it skips that portion and goes straight to this Tashigi fight. Something akin to that. And then Tashigi dies, we basically wait for the Straw Hats to be at the retreat point, which is over here. That red mission pops up, Smoker spawns. Smoker's not intangible in this fight for the most part, so you can just wipe him. Tashigi normally spawns after Smoker, but again, fast dialogue means that we're not waiting for that dialogue to pop up. So we win the stage. And the stage ends. 219's pretty bad. The world record here by me is like 135, or yeah, 435. Or something. I actually haven't done it in fast dialogue, so actually that might be wrong. That's the 435 is without fast dialogue. This stage you normally have to use Sanji in the story, so we can just use anybody. Katakuri is really good for speed in this game, so probably just use him. Whitebeard is also really good, but the stage is pretty small. You're just basically going around killing 5 squads. It's this one guy right here, then a group of 3 down here. Three over here. 2 over here and 2 on the other side. And then Croc plays a cutscene where he goes across a bridge and it tells you not to get seen by Crocodile, but he can't see you, so you can just walk past him. He's blind, you know. Unfortunate for Croc. Can't find Mr. Prince. Maybe if he got contacts or something, I guess. Mr. 3 spawns here. We beat him up. Wax doesn't taste as good as mochi, last I heard.
Got him.
It's pretty good. Next time, we gotta create a results screen skip or something mod. Nah, just add it in. Biggest time loss in the run. This stage is a boss fight. We use Kid for boss fights. He's built different. Got mechanical arm. So if Luffy doesn't pinwheel here, he won't backdash out of my way. And we'll be good. Because Luffy's an AI, he just likes playing around, you know, throwing out pinwheels. But if he ever does pinwheel, that happens. And we lose time, which is cool. Fun fact, fast dialogue on this fight probably actually loses like a tiny bit of time compared to not fast dialogue. It's hard to say. Yeah, I lose like a second because that cutscene plays. Whereas it wouldn't normally play. You'd kill him before. One stage where it actually loses time. Pretty funny. This next stage is really long. It's first like actual long stage in the game. I haven't routed it as much because it takes forever. We use Whitebeard. He's the fastest character in the game. Life support must be filled with something. Something different, you know. The juice, I would think. They have to go to these guys and kind of like take out all the guys on top of these buildings and all the guys down there for their broke works. So Whitebeard can attack through a lot of buildings, so we can kind of just throw that, dash around, you know, not have to worry about walls holding us down. So it's really good. Okay. Dawes Bones and Bon Clay spawn here on opposite sides. They're pretty easy, you know. Kind of early for a Whitebeard fight in the series, so they haven't built up yet.
The fact that you're already on Mr. 1 and Mr. 2 is insane.
Yeah. This,
Damn, Whitebeard massive as fuck.
yeah, Whitebeard's, he's crazy.
And I forgot, every time I forget that this game has realistic sizes or constant sizes, and realistic ones are, well, quote, in universe, sorry, that's the word.
Yeah.
Heights, and that's like insane.
Yeah, he's like 20.
Yeah, I think he's 21.
Yeah.
The size of 3 basketball hoops, I think.
Yeah. You know, he's a menace on the court, you know. Okay.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal has nothing on this man. He's
Yeah.
balling.
Yeah, that'd be great to watch. They should just create like a fun side episode with
I think
that happening.
They're just balling. Yeah, for reference, I think Luffy is 5'7". I can look that up real quick.
Yeah. The admirals are pretty tall too, but Whitebeard's he's reaching.
Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy is 5'8".
Yeah, just a little shorter, you know.
Yeah, Whitebeard is about 22 feet, 21 feet, 10 inches.
Wow. Yeah. Katakuri is also really tall, and in the fight with Luffy and Katakuri, it's pretty evident. He has to like jump to hit him.
Yeah, I think the Admirals, it looks like people are saying they are about 10 feet tall. Question mark?
Damn. They be reaching too. For basketball, they literally just like put it in.
Walk up. No, not even walk, just reach across the court.
Yeah.
And I
Sounds
think
like
Frankie,
defense center, best center they've ever seen. Just freezes the ball.
Yeah, Brooke is actually. Well, I lied now because there's Jinbei. Jinbei is 9'11", while Brooke is 8'9".
That's crazy.
Yeah, every character they've added since Nico Robin has just gotten taller every time. Because Frankie is 7'5", Brooke is 8'9", Jinbei is 9'11", and then what's her name is much taller.
Yeah. That's crazy.
4 minutes.
For reference, that stage is normally like 10 or something. It's crazy.
I think there's a good chart.
This stage is just another fight, so you use Kid again. Another boss. So it's a crocodile fight.
Sorry, I'm thinking about Oars and how big Oars is.
Ours is massive. So this fight has a visual glitch with the mod. It's unfortunate, but it is just present. But it makes the fight, like the fight itself is so much faster that it's a lot better. About half health, he normally becomes invincible for a long time, but the cutscene instead plays instantly here. But when it plays the second cutscene right after, it dims the screen and it stays that way. This one. So that's a minor bug, and I just lost a bunch of time. Wow. He's actually going nutso on me. Oh, that did not break his armor either. Okay, now he should die. Wow. That was really bad, but we'll just take it. That stage can go down to like 28-ish with not absolutely awful fight choreography.
So should Kid just be able to juggle Crocodile for that whole fight? Like if you just kind of end up doing it right?
Yeah, the problem is like once he triggers the cutscenes, like he becomes intangible sort of. You have to break his armor.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, optimally you just have to break his armor as fast as possible, but if you get kind of unlucky, Luffy does a move and it causes him to do his rushing attack. That attack just like flings you. So by that time you don't really get the advantage. And that's bad. This is normally a stage you would have to use Usopp on the normal run. Probably just gonna use Katakuri here. I don't think there's much into this stage. It's a cool stage. It's a lot of just like chasing down and killing Frankie guys basically. So
Oh man.
what's up?
And Katakuri just hit them with a big old AoE.
Yeah, he's got the sauce in this game. Very good character. What? Fountains are very poorly constructed in this game. They're like just giant rectangular invisible walls to the skies.
Oh,
You
dang.
can't like hover. You can't hop over them. They're really bad. So if you ever see a fountain, like avoid it like the plague, because you run into it and you somehow get stuck on it, and then you can't jump over it, even though it looks like it's like 2 feet tall. And Katakuri literally looks like you b-balls for a career, and it's not enough.
That's for real though.
Yeah. So I'll be like dashing around, and then I'll like hit a fountain and be like, wait, what? I can't move. Like this one. There's a lot of them on this stage. If I have any dead time, I'll like kind of show it off, but it's really sad.
And Katakuri doesn't have like the air dash issue where you can just kind of keep going.
Yeah, you can. He's very good in the air because he has giant floatiness, so he can stay in the air way longer than the average character. So like he does this weird floaty jump that giants have.
Yeah.
And because of that, he's really good at just like, woo, you know, just
Wait,
hovering.
wasn't Frankie's underwear the wrong color, or is that just me?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Possibly.
red?
I thought it was red.
Because on that small cutscene it was like a bluish color.
Yeah, it's black and blue in the first half of the game, and then I think after time skip, it goes to red when he's like a robot man.
Weird.
Yeah.
Cause I remember like the end of this arc, Luffy steals Frankie's underwear,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I feel like I remember it being red. That also could just be crazy. So
Nah, I think you're right. I could be crazy too.
guess I'll look it up.
Mm-hmm.
One Piece.
I like just did a run earlier today, so I know in the game itself it's black and blue at the end of this arc in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it's that in the anime, I don't know. I haven't gotten to this point yet.
Yeah. A lot of these like Water 7 missions are real similar.
I guess it's different. I see it all over the place as like different things. Yeah, at one point it's like just a blue color, and this is like early Frank model, but this is like super high res image for some reason. And I guess, and then there's a picture of him with the blue star in it. I know for sure later it's red,
Yeah.
but
It's possible, like, also it's like a discrepancy thing. Because, like, the manga and whatnot, it's possible, like, in a panel, like, in a cover art, it's different than an anime, and then that's different, so that also doesn't help.
he also at times wears shorts, and it's weird because I feel like I remember it happening, and I see art of it, but I don't have recollection of it.
Yeah. So, in this mission, I don't know why, but they point you to destroying these cranes. But at no point does that do anything. So I feel like it's an accidental mistake from the developers. Or they were originally like, oh, you have to do something with these cranes, but it doesn't do anything anymore. So, it's kind of funny, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I guess at this point in the anime, his underwear looks like blue. But it didn't have a star in it though, that's the other thing. So I'm like, what? Why does it have a star in it now? I don't understand.
Game's garbage, dude.
Yeah, it's trash. Not accurate.
Throw it in the dumpster.
Everything should be black and white. That's what it looked like in the manga. I should have to go from panel to panel to fight people. Like, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 2 had it right. The manga style cutscenes that are static images. No cutscenes.
Dude, I wish Fist of the North Star got a PC release. Oh, it would have been so good.
Oh, yeah. You just have to play it on Redacted instead. So, yeah, Lucci's a boss here, so we just kind of run up. At about half health, you'll see I kind of back off Lucci. This is because he turns into Leopard Lucci and does like kind of a shockwave around him, and I don't want anything to do with that smoke. So we back off of him, and if you're kind of further away, he won't do that, which he's spamming right now. But I went in too close, so he dies right here. He flew into the air, actually. Okay, cool. Lost a little bit of time. That stage is normally like 18 seconds, maybe less. Yeah, so lost a little bit on him flying into the stratosphere and him activating armor invincibility multiple times.
Yeah, I remember on casual played as a menace.
Yeah, that stage is wacko. On casual, it's probably like a 2-minute stage. You have to do it with Usopp if you're not on Freelog. These stages normally are just like Monster 3. I think they're vaguely similar. I'm gonna use X-Drake for some freshness. He's very good, and then this stage normally there's a lot of walls and stuff slowing you down, so like I won't lose much time playing as him. So, or any time maybe. So that's good. Like right here, you just run up and beat a big old giant guy at the end. And then you have Luffy and the other guys kind of just walk up. So you can save time on this guy, but he dies way too quick. Anyway. There we go. And then we have to wait for Luffy, I think. Yeah, so I should have cleared out some guys, so maybe speed up their half. Okay. In this, there's a timer there on the top right, where you have to make sure these guys don't get near our boys at the gate. This isn't sped up by the dialogue mod, so we're just going to basically stand around killing these guys every time they spawn.
Careful of the leader behind you.
So we can spam taunt and disapprove. I'm down with letting these guys kind of live and be dazed, because it kind of makes my job easier. So X-Drake's really good in this game. He has AoEs on his FFB attacks, which is pretty fun. And he's relatively strong. He gets Shockwave on this attack that pulls people in, which is fun. So, getting close. After like one more set of those guys, I'm going to try to run back towards the gate because it's going to immediately open. So yeah.
On this category, all your boys are already maxed out, right?
Yep.
So, but like in a like a different category, like a new game kind of situation, would you want to just like beat the crap out of everyone, try to get more experience, or is that not how that works?
So there's no EXP in this game. In this game, they did it differently, where instead you get coins and money, and you upgrade a growth tree.
Oh yeah.
Which does make it kind of better for speedrunning, because you can actually, like, in the middle of a run, switch characters more often if you want because of that. Oh, that sucked. I should have used a character that could reach this door there. Okay, good. Normally that sucks, because you have to go around, and that second switch is a nightmare compared to the first one to get to. So, we just do the same thing. This mission's, again, you just kind of protect these guys again, except now from worst angle. Summon about like 3 groups of guys instead of 2. And, yeah. If they get close, the guys working on the gate just stop working on it and the timer gets delayed. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen.
It's like such an arbitrary time at this second door as well.
Yeah. Like, yeah, just, I don't know, like 2 minutes-ish. I'm like, oh, I guess.
Yeah.
That's really long.
Like, just make it longer than the first door, because you're deeper in the level, so it should be harder.
Yeah. it doesn't really make much sense at all when you're playing either, because like even early in the game, this isn't a like on a lot of the stages, like you having to wait around sucks, but that's mainly because like you're now so fast. But on this stage, that is not the case at all. Like you could easily win zones and whatnot at a way cleaner pace, and so it just comes across as bad. So unfortunate.
Like the way they could have programmed the level is the Frankie boys are at the door and there's like a health bar for the door that they can do, and when that's over, the door opens rather than having like a timer.
Yeah, I wouldn't dislike that. I mean, it's similar to a timer, but yeah, if you could, for example, help the door, or you could do something more proactive, like in the map, like for example, let's say you could the towers or something on the sides, you could capture them and they would shoot cannons at the door. That would be fun, because that'd be an active element.
Yeah. Or like escorting more Frankie boys to the front. So they
Yeah.
don't, like, if you clear the clutter, they can get up there faster, or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just like a timer kind of makes it, even in casual play, I would say it's really annoying. It would
Yeah,
be really annoying.
It's crazy. But I'm glad they like, I mean, it's a neat idea. It's only done once. I was gonna say I'm glad they only do it once. I just think that it doesn't even make sense. Like, it's like, yeah, the Frankie boys are helping you get in, but like realistically, they should be, I don't know, hooking up a cannon to shoot it or something, not just like walking up to the door and being like, ooh, or whatever they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't quite know.
I know that's not logistically what happened in the anime, but like you know, they could make a cannon, shoot the door down. That's what a timer would be for. Is like prepping,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But them like punching a door just seems kind of funny. Like, I'm like, I guess. So this stage normally is, it kind of still is pretty suspect. There's like a lot of sequences in this stage where you're just waiting for like a cutscene that tells you to go up the staircase right about now. This one, where it's like, oh, by the way, it's this door, and then this staircase, and then this door, and then this door, and then this door. You're like, okay, I get it. Normally the cutscene's longer, but because I have fast dialogue on and they talk to trigger the timer on that cutscene, it's not so bad. But it's normally like 20 seconds of them being like, this is the doorway. Which I get. The first time I played this stage, I got lost, so I'm not like mad at them for trying to be clear there. So Jabra, when he gets to half health, he kind of just leaves. He's like, you know what? Fight me from further away to waste some of your time walking around. So he just goes over here. It's pretty funny. And he has less health the second time. Some parts of this aren't jump offable, which is actually gonna ruin me apparently. What the heck?
I think your hitbox is too big.
Yeah, I'm getting bodied. Okay, so Kaido loses time. Let everybody know Giant's no good on the stage. Don't do it. Don't.
It might just be too wide.
Yeah, he's too wide, you know. Big problem. He needs a diet. We understand.
He doesn't ball. He plays football instead.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
besides his play.
Yeah. This is a basketball-based game, not a football-based game. He's playing the wrong game. It's okay though.
He's built different.
He's literally built differently. He can't do it. He's just huge.
I wonder how getting up this staircase is gonna be. It's alright.
Yeah, it's not too bad because he's a big old man, so when he jumps, he like clears the staircase. I wish you could like trigger that scene right as you activate FFB, but it's okay. Let me activate this. I think I'll barely save time using it. Okay, yeah. So they move the camera here, which is pretty awesome because they want you to see that like the wall is gonna get blown out, which is really cool. You know, it like gives you that depth that I come to expect. But,
From your One Piece game.
yeah, my One Piece game where they move my camera forcibly to an area I can't even see the fight.
They do that so often in this game as well. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a one-time thing.
I went the wrong way. I'm crazy. Yeah, they love doing it. That one's probably the most egregious, I guess. But they definitely love being like, hey, by the way, this is what you should look at. And I'm like, I'm in a fight right now. Can we do this later? It's like, no. Look, this wall, it's gonna break. Look how much work we put into making this wall break in front of you. It's like, look, man, I'm cool. Like I played plenty of games. I've seen walls break before. Like this, nothing new.
Yeah. But have you seen our walls?
Our walls,
break?
yeah, all our walls are different. Okay, they're not the same. Yeah, but their walls be built differently. They have cameras built into them that force your hand. It's sort of like, you know, that anime moment where you're watching like the main character has a woman like undressing next to him, and he's like, oh crap, you know. That's what they're doing, but with gameplay. They give you that immersion. Kaido can't help watching explosions go off, so it just is what it is. So I'm losing time on this stage. I admit it. So it is what it is. So if anybody wants to beat this run, now you've found out the critical weakness is going to be that I didn't use Katakuri on this stage.
I used football player.
I used
Instead of
football
baller.
instead of basketball. Yep. Balling out is the only real way to play this game. If you play as football players, you're bound to hate it. And if you play as a goalie, like a soccer player, like Bartolomeo, you're playing the wrong game. He's in trash tier for a reason.
Man,
I wish he
even,
was
even
good,
kid
dude.
balls, man.
Yeah.
Kid can dunk.
Yeah, kid can dunk easy, dude. Yeah, huge ass arms.
Also, another weird thing that bothered me for no reason, is of all the things to localize, is Soge King to Sniper King. I thought that was
Yeah,
funny.
that's yeah. Like, huh? Okay.
Like even the sub is just Soge King, like the official sub. And I'm like Sniper King, I guess.
Yeah. True. God Usopp. So I use Whitebeard here for like 3 reasons, but one of the many is that you in this mission you have to lure our boy after having his panties stolen. And the best way to do that is actually to forcibly drag him using somebody like Whitebeard. You could just like push him with your dash once you break his armor. All the way to the point, which saves a lot of time. Garp's a side mission here, but they just want you to know that he's here. I don't remember what the part of the mission is here.
I believe you have to escort Pants Thief at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And then Usopp spawns in.
So a good thing about this game compared to some of the previous games like Pirate Wars 2 and 3, a lot of the time they would get hung up on like random officers, which they do far less in this game. They're generally okay with just like walking past if they're just random normals, which is good. I didn't clear some of the guys, so we break Frankie here, and we want to carry him over here as far as we can get him.
Nice.
There you go. and then you just beat them up because beating up your friends is the best way to make friends.
I did it like 2 or 3 times this arc.
Yeah. If you want to make friends, get in big fights with your friends, and then or acquaintances / friends. And then if you beat them into submission, you make them apologize to you, and then
Oh, that sure is what happened.
yeah, and then if you do that successfully, you made a good friend. Yeah, if they have their own opinions, make sure they don't, because they're on your crew.
Yeah, crush them.
Yeah. So, just a words of wisdom, you know. It's also very common in most anime, so it's not just like a One Piece thing, clearly.
Yeah, Dragon Ball does it like way more often.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna switch routes now because of those guys. Oh, no, he didn't. Lucky.
Okay, good. Get there, Usopp. Nobody will stop you now. Okay. These guys. Get them, Usopp. Just run. Keep running. Nobody can stop you, Usopp. You can get to the crew and you can not apologize and then apologize and then... But don't worry, I'll skip the dialogue so you don't have to deal with it. You're just... Oh, hi Garp. Okay, so Garp spawns in this stage because he wants to tell Luffy that he's actually trying. But in reality, he kind of doesn't want to stop Luffy, you know? He wants Luffy to get the One Piece so that he can die in peace? I don't know. I just... We got him. Alright. Later, Garp. See you in Marineford. So we can have a heartwarming reunion where we fight you and do 2 hits and kill you and then beat up Sengoku.
Oh, so it's scripted just like an anime, I guess.
It's sort of like that. He spawns these like, Luffy, and then you just kind of like attack him and he has like really, really low HP.
Okay.
Did I skip a stage? I'm crazy. Luckily, I reacted fast enough. I believe.
That's the scene where you leave the city, right?
Wait, did I? Am I crazy? Is this this is mission I just did?
You just did this stage.
Yeah. Okay. Did I skip a stage? Because my splits say that I did. I think.
Oh my lord.
Anything for your crew? Pirates vs CP9? No, I don't think.
Did that one. Did that one.
What did I do?
Did we do the second fight with Lucci?
Yeah.
Is Usopp?
Yeah.
Oh.
I swear we've done all of these. Maybe this.
It's a
one?
good thing none of the menu ain't counts towards your time.
Yeah. What is it? This stage?
Because you
It's
went
like-
up the tower.
Yeah, I went up the tower,
sure.
beat up Lucci, and then like saved Robin or whatever. This is the only stage I could. No, this is the.
No,
get
we did
the-
that.
Yeah.
I guess we.
No. Maybe my
Just-
splits just didn't split something.
Maybe you just didn't split one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And this doesn't have like a scene where the going Mary does the thing. I'm just basing off my knowledge of the anime and kind of the progression you're doing.
It has to be that this stage didn't split.
Yeah.
So I'll split like again, I guess, or something. Manually split it.
Or you can just skip the split. That's what I would probably do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then split
probably
it on your
better.
next actual split.
Probably should have done that, but I didn't do it.
Okay.
I agree with you. I just already clicked split and
No, I got you.
correct it. So, that is what it is. I don't know why that happened, but I'll try to keep a track of it. I only know because the Lucci stage is so short that the fact that the split for the stage was saying like 5 minutes, I was like, okay, that's wrong. So, this stage is actually like pretty fast even in base game. You just have to have great movement to get on to all these guys. In the normal new game version of this, you use Kid. He's stronger than Law, which are the other section. Law is good in this game. He's very defensively good, especially. But we don't need defense. Best offense, good defense. Dead enemies don't deal damage, as my friends say. Unless you're playing Call of Duty 4. Alright.
Is there a method to the rooting here?
Nope. Rooting could be better. I've done it better
Fair
before.
enough.
Normally what I do, I think, is I do like middle, left, down, and then I go that way. But I think this route's like probably not going to lose any more time than that. I think the reason why is because you have to go up to the up right after this area, if I remember correctly. So this route is like suboptimal for that reason.
Do the Marine commanders always spawn there, or is it like inconsistent?
Yeah, they always spawn exactly the same place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single time I do this mission, I always run down to the middle first, instead of going to the right to kill the Marine commander that's in the Going Sunny area.
Yeah.
And every single time I do it, I'm like already on the bridge. And I'm like, shit, I should have went to the right.
Yeah. I definitely screwed this up a little bit because normally you can get Law down more. Kid. Kid's now gonna slow down my mission because I didn't. That's what I was saying before. Is like if I was on the top right, I would just save him immediately.
Spoilers.
Yo, recording a run. You're on recording. Just letting you know.
Fog. How's the
Yeah.
run looking?
It's looking clean. There are a couple mistakes, but it's just life, you know. It's all
I
good.
accidentally cursed once.
Oh shit. I'm just kidding.
I didn't
Oh.
think about it.
No, you're fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Is this fast dialogue mod or normal?
Yeah, fast dialogue mod. I literally tried. I was like, I'll do a normal New Game Plus run. I tested a stage and I was literally standing still for 2 minutes straight. I'm like, I won't. I'm not going to. I don't want to sit here standing still for long periods of time. I created the mod for a reason.
So I realized the Going Merry is also a localization, I think.
Yes, it's normally the merry-go, yeah.
Yeah, the merry-go, the go is a suffix used for like naval ships.
Yeah.
Or, you know, vehicles in general. So like,
Go
like that.
gadget slingshot.
It was like the Mach 5 go or something like that. The Mach go.
That sounds about right. I would agree. 2, 3, 2. We're doing so. In the future, that stage probably on this dialogue mod, Kid probably also saves time there. Here, what is this stage? Oh, it's just like Luffy doing the same thing. Yeah, I think this is fine. We use a lot of Katakuri because he's very fast. He's better at killing officers than Whitebeard is, but Whitebeard's faster than him, so it's like a trade-off. Yeah, when in doubt, use Katakuri every mission.
No one even touches a basketball star, dude.
Yeah.
Man, he
Yeah.
really is, man. It's just perfect form.
Yeah, he's Mochi, he's got observation hockey, so when they go to pass the ball, he just catches it every time. Like, that's what he needs to do. They go to pass it to somebody else, and he just Mochis and grabs the ball. He's like, up, it's my ball again. You're like, okay, I guess so. I'm so lucky that did not count as hitting me.
Yeah, if Katakuri would have killed it at the Foxy Games.
Yeah, that would have been hype, actually. Okay.
That Kuma in particular seems to have more health than like every other one on the rest of the stage.
Yeah, he's really, really, really tough. The Kizaru, you can cheese him here. I don't like to do it, but it does save time, so I'll see if I can. I don't remember if you can do it with Katakuri. Oh no, you can only do it with Katakuri. This Kizaru. So I noticed this by playing around one time, and I'll see if it happens this time as well. But after this cutscene, he just kind of stands up there. And if you're playing as Katakuri, he's the only character that I know of that can do this. And, like, push him off, basically. If you do that, if I'm not bad, I guess. Dude, I don't know if this will save time now, but I'll find... Oh, okay, never mind. He disappeared already. If you do that, you can push him off, and he won't move to the center of the map. He will stay there. And that saves some time later on, which is pretty cool. I had time to mess around there because, like, you can't do anything while waiting for them to rendezvous, basically. At that tiny section of time.
Yeah, these Kumas seem kind of nice compared to the ones in World Seeker. The ones in World Seeker just blast you on sight.
Yeah. These ones can get out of hand sometimes, but if you get kind of good luck, you can kind of just down them faster than they can do anything. And it's not bad, but yeah, World Seeker, they're out of their dome powerful.
Yeah, especially on the higher difficulties where they just do more damage.
Yep.
That's the whole scaling of the higher difficulties in World Seeker. It's just more damage, you take more damage, they do more damage, they take less damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty common in video games. It's easier to do that than to like rebuild the game.
Actually, yeah, like make the AIs different or like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I don't play in the harder difficulties in World Seeker.
Yeah,
because I want to feel like I'm playing as Luffy, and the other ones make me feel like I'm being bodied like I'm Usopp or something.
Yeah, they're just Usopp percent. All of them.
Yeah, like or like pre-time skip Usopp, I guess.
Yeah, not God Usopp.
Froze for a second there. I got concerned.
Oh yeah. It's okay. I'm almost certainly gonna have some droppage here because I'm doing the compiling of video in the background, but I don't think it's a big deal. I have like the timer. I have everybody in this chat.
You're the mod.
I'm the mod.
Cough.
Cough. You know, that doesn't have anything to do with it. It's fine. So, you usually use Whitebeard on this mission anyway. I believe he saves tiny bit of time, and he's just good, so I'm gonna use him. So, you know, we're trying to save our boy Ace. Now, he's not very good right now. Like, he's kind of tired, you know, sleeping up there on the stocks. And we're trying to get him to bed, you know, where he can get a good night's sleep. So, we're gonna work our way towards that. So Whitebeard is cool. He's a giant in this game. Because he's a giant, he hurts people by walking. And if you walk up against big characters and there are a bunch of characters near them, a lot of the time they'll die, which is kind of funny. These cutscenes are going to play a lot because normally it takes some time to do that. Oh, it's Dialog mod. He just kind of starts going ham. You know, Mihawk, he's on another level with fast Dialog mod. He just kind of breaks all of them. Yeah.
Does choosing any specific characters stop like cutscene spawnage or stuff like that, or is it just like the people who have cutscenes already, like you can't play them?
Majority of the time, cutscenes are unaffected by characters.
Okay.
Because
like that Mihawk thing and all that.
Yeah. So like in story, Mihawk is not a selectable character in this stage. picking him doesn't affect anything. It only matters if the character's pickable in story. So an example of this is in 1-1, Usopp is selectable, or in free log, because he appears in the mission, but you can't get him to, you can't remove the mission of him like being like, help me, I'm getting attacked. That mission can't be removed. So you're kind of just stuck dealing with him being attacked in that mission.
I can't believe you just killed Doflamingo, and that's the last time we'll ever see of him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, we'll never see that guy again. The next time we see him, it'll just be Bellamy in disguise. It's Bellamy all along. Okay, so at this point we need to defeat Mihawk for once. And, you know, luckily that Mihawk is nothing like the canon Mihawk, and he's fodder. So this stage has a lot of running about because they don't want you to be able to like play the, I don't know, just go up. So you have to go through this cringe town every time. And it really sucks, but I've played this stage enough. Here it does like another one of those famous camera pans where they want you to look at ice breaking to find out how to hit on women, I guess, but I don't think that's a problem.
Good joke. Good joke.
Yeah, and then because I want to be like the cannon, I'm going to flip the island once. Alright, good. We got that out of the way. And we take out Kizaru here. I believe this one-shots him. Yep. The move is extremely strong. Well, alright. Hi, Aokiji. I'm not used to calling him that. He hasn't been Aokiji in a while. I have Airborne Adept on, which is going to increase my damage while I'm hitting airborne targets, so that's why I'm using this combo a lot of the time. It keeps him up in the air to take the bonus damage. Yes. So far so good. I like making sure it's splitting every time at this point, because I'm like scared. Because I'll manually split if it doesn't. This stage, in the normal story, you basically just run all these stages using Garp. This stage is one of the only times I'm ever going to pick this character on purpose. So, just letting you know ahead of time that normally you don't do this. But because you have to walk Ivankov to the point and Luffy to the point, playing as Luffy saves time because for some reason Ivankov walks faster without Luffy Boy. I think he just straight up ignores people too, which is pretty cool. I think because Luffy maybe is the one that was programmed to like actually wait.
Yeah, to aggro and all this stuff, I guess.
Yeah, so only like Pacifistas really slow him down. So we can do that. And then we just kind of follow him about. Luffy has bad movement in this game. They did our boy dirty. Which part of the reason we won't use him majority of the time. He has like a lot of these slow like hit stop moves where he gets held down by the man. Like this move stops his momentum. And that's in the air he loses momentum really quickly after it ends. And none of that's good. Also, special moves miss often, which makes our job harder. Once we get Ivankov to start walking, I could have killed Kobe faster if I snake manned, but I forgot. So he just kind of moves. Please. You can't push Ivankov much, or any characters that are being escorted, to try to make them go faster, because they are on like kind of an invisible track. So, those problems I said with Luffy before, they don't really exist for Snake Man in regards to his movement. He's tied for fastest character in the game with Whitebeard in this mode, and he has relatively good DPS, so you can just like fly around beating people up. So, not a bad character.
Feels like an actual main character to a video game as Snake
Yeah.
Man.
So with Snake Man, he's quite a bit better. I would say like Luffy's mid-tier or high-tier-ish without Snake Man and other form changes, and then once he has Snake Man, etc., he goes up quite a bit. Bound Man's also pretty good. Not bad at all. Where is it pointing at these guys? I don't. Am I crazy? Okay. So pacifistas take like bonus damage when their armor's broken for the most part in this game. So moves that are really good at doing that seem to be more effective for some reason. I only know this because like Mochi will break their armor and then they'll just lose like an extra percentage of their health, and it always like kind of surprises me. There we go. So the stage is like maybe, I don't remember, 8 minutes without fast dialogue on Luffy.
Mihawk spawns behind you.
Yeah. He spawns really far out on fast dialogue, which is kind of funny because like the dialogue finishes instead of them talking about him, so he's like pretty far away.
I couldn't imagine having to also escort Luffy. That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's they stand nearby, but like Ivankov just makes, or just him and Luffy are just like kind of walk pretty slow, weirdly enough. So yeah, this is the fast Garp fight, yeah. And then it warps you into a Sengoku fight. Just doing this for style.
Yeah, I can't believe you dunked on him.
Yeah, I just had, you know, we gotta pull out the hoop sometimes. Sad life. Yeah, I think that would be a way, like a really unfair game of basketball if we had like Snake Man playing basketball. Just bounces his hands all over the freaking court.
You can't travel if your feet don't touch the ground.
I guess you're right. I didn't really think about that either. Yeah, you could just put it in the hoop from anywhere. I realize. So this mission is a mission about our boy Asu, where him and Luffy have like a cool tour around, hanging out with each other, looking at all the ice, all the sights. It's a good heartwarming journey.
Man, oh, Fiji just
Yeah,
not
he's-
losing it.
He's very, very, very tanky in this fight 'cause he's got that red aura around him. Makes him like an ultra boss, basically.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, there we go. I swear that aura gets stronger the more stuff you have. So you can play as Luffy and or Ace in this stage as well, but from what I could tell, it does not save any time, which is pretty sad. Luffy and Ace really don't care about each other when it comes to them walking. As you can see, like Ace is moderately further ahead than Luffy, or Luffy will be further ahead than Ace all the time. So that's good. And then they just kind of walk up to this point over here, and then they will start talking, and the dialogue mod will just kind of skip it. Whitebeard will like trigger a cutscene where he collapses this area right here, and then we fight Akainu and the stage ends. I will try to build a little bit of meter prior to the Akainu fight, if I can help it. Probably not. To just have a little bit more power going into Akainu, because he's pretty tough. He's not as hard as the Aokiji fight, ironically, at the start of the stage. But he's still, like, relatively speaking, pretty tough. Yeah, I don't think it'll save time to use my FFB, except if this wall screws me, which it looks like it is. Actually, it would have saved me time. Darn. Alright, and then the mission just kind of ends. Yep. So, right there, nothing bad happened. Read the manga. So,
We saved Ace.
Yeah, we saved him.
Whitebeard go on vacation.
He takes... exactly. They take a vacation in the Bahamas. It's nice. Good old times. And then Luffy stubs his toe near the end of that mission. And so in this mission, Buggy has to carry him. So just be careful about all the rocks and ice that are all about. So yeah, our boy on the stretcher, the Buggy stretcher. Buggy is actually like mad strong. He lifts despite his visual appearance, because he lifts Luffy, who despite appearances has like the muscle mass of like a, I don't know, a bodybuilder, just stretched down into a smaller package. And Buggy has no problem carrying him, and he's actually relatively good at carrying both him and Jinbei. So he's don't skip arm day, I guess. The moral of the story. And if you want to use swords in your mouth, don't skip teeth day, I guess. Jaw day. So this mission's another escort. It's not as bad as the previous one in a weird way. Well, the Ace one's actually pretty good. The Ivankov one is what I'm referring to. There are a lot of mage fights in this, like this Kizaru fight that's gone already, and because of that, you actually have like a lot to do while you're waiting for Buggy to, you know, use his newly acquired weight.
Oh man, so is Impel Down just skipped completely in this game?
Yep, it is skipped completely. There's 3 arcs that were supposed to be kind of like designed in this game that they just didn't have time for, and they wiped them.
Man, it would have made so much sense to have. I feel like the whole arc just makes sense in this format. But I don't know.
No, yeah, so it's clearly like a they didn't have time thing. In the strings in the game, the characters they removed from Pirate Warriors 3 are not all of them are left in, but a couple of them were, which leads me to believe they were supposed to be there. So like an example of this is like Kuma, Caesar, Gecko Moria, Perona, NL, Garp, and probably somebody else I'm not remembering, were removed from this roster. Or from this roster from 3. So if you check, there's references to like Caesar in the code. So like he was gonna be here. And Magellan as well, which is an Impel Down arc. So those arcs were gonna be in the game, but they didn't have time, so they were wiped.
Oh, that's a little sad.
Yeah, so it's very unfortunate, but it is what happens when You get like kind of crunched, and you have to make a lot more arcs than you thought you would. Because when this game started development, it would have been around the time that they were still in Whole Cake Island. It was actually before Katakuri was even introduced.
Yeah,
This game would have started development. So, being that that's the case, they probably realized like, oh, this is Katakuri's stuff, like mid-development, which sucks. And then they were doing Wano mid-development, so a lot of their focus probably had to go from like, let's add all the characters from before to like, oh, we have to add new characters. And so every character they added is just like really late in development, and it must have been like heavy crunch time to get them in. So it's pretty unfortunate.
And this is the more important arc, to say the least. So.
Yeah, you know, people go on vacation in this arc a lot, which is really important to Luffy's growth as a character.
Yeah, like Aokiji goes on like year-long vacation. So.
Yeah. So this stage we save time playing as Zoro again. In Reunited, Zoro gets lost. Zoro has this quirk where he can't know where he's going. He'd be too strong, and he'd be able to be a captain if that was the case. So they don't want that to happen. So
Yeah, that's essentially canon.
yeah. So because of that, in this mission, playing as him removes him from the mission. And so we save Robin right there. We're gonna go over here to save Usopp. Fast dialogue does make the routing on this mission weird. So you'll see, after I save Usopp, normally you would go and save Chopper, but at the top of the map. But Nami will basically spawn in along with Frankie instead. And I'm going to try to clip Nami right as she spawns here, I hope. Because it saves me a little time running back if she jumps in here. And the fake Straw Hats kind of drop in here. Fake Straw Hats save a little bit of time on dialogue normally, but I'm not going to do that because, yeah, we don't have to worry about it with the dialogue mod. Normally they basically get arrested by a bunch of Marines if you don't kill them. And so beating them ahead of time saves a bunch of time. So yeah, Nami just appeared. So I realize that now that we probably still just do Chopper and then run back to her. But I think you save more time taking this area for Frankie. This stage is definitely pressed for time. Very hard stage. Not having to go back for Zoro does mean we don't need to go to the bottom right of the map. And Nami has the easiest mission, but she's the furthest from the Sunny, so I'm a little afraid. You have to beat up his managers because they want to take more royalties than they deserve, you know. It's just what it is. Standard music industry stuff. That does not happen in the canon, I believe. They're just good old friends. But in this game, it's more realistic to real life, so go independent if you can.
Nami's not moving, and I'm very frightened.
Yeah, she doesn't move because I didn't actually get to trigger her earlier. Which is why I think I'm losing a little time. There's Sanji up there too, yeah. So I definitely need to go Chopper, Nami, Frankie next time. It's different with Zoro because you don't have to go down to save Zoro, so it makes this mission like pretty chaotic on fast dialogue. On the normal mission, like everything's so delayed that you're fine. That's them going to capture the fake Straw Hats, but that's a submission. We don't have to do that. And then here, Sanji can't defend himself because he saw a really hot woman. And then these guys spawn as part of one of the later missions. There's 2 sets of them, which is why it's pretty good in this mod specifically to Sanji last there. I mean, he's already close enough to the point it's not that bad. And it's better if both of those missions align. So with that in mind, I believe now it's just Sentomaru with the, or it's Luffy. So when you play as Zoro here instead of another character, there's a mission here where there's 3 points and Luffy's randomly at one of them.
Ooh.
So if you're playing in free log, it more or less generally assumes that you're Luffy every time if Luffy's in the mission. So because of that, in this mission, if you're playing as a different character that isn't in the mission, you don't have to do this last part, but you have to do the Zoro parts, which I think potentially lose more time. Especially because Zoro running around the island getting lost is something that doesn't get sped up by the fast dialogue. I think I've lost a lot of time on, looks like maybe Nami or something.
Yeah.
That's big old my bad. Luffy can spawn here, the top of the map in the amusement park, or where Nami was on the left side of the map. If he's where Nami was on the left side of the map, it sucks. If he's anywhere else, it's pretty good. Because they're not far from Sentomaru spawns in the middle, Sentomaru. Alright, so now it spawns these guys. Unfortunately, you kind of have to clear out the zones, I think, to detect if Luffy is in them. I could be wrong.
He's next to you. He's making noise.
Good. So, we obtained our boy Luffy. And that'll allow us to defeat Sentomaru. And then the stage ends. Yay. So that was pretty bad, admittedly. I'll remember that for later when I route it again. I'll either route it without using Zoro, maybe, because that last part felt kind of long, waiting for Luffy, but maybe it's just because of the Nami thing. Yeah, so I'll just keep that in mind. Save Chopper, go back for Nami, go to Frankie. Probably not too different, but it speeds it up. For here, again, we want to go fast, so I'm going to use Whitebeard on a lot of these because we want more speed rather than anything else. This stage in particular is pretty crazy. It has these like tight walls, but walls are just a an idea for Whitebeard, so there's suggestion. And with that in mind, Whitebeard can really just decide where he wants to go. And in this mission, that saves a lot of time to be able to destroy all the walls and attack through the walls. So like, he can just do this, and a lot of the time his attacks just fly through the walls and kill everybody. Without fast dialogue mod, this mission saves like loses quite a lot of time. Luckily, now everybody will just kind of spawn in, and that makes a lot of this part less weighty. Should activate this more often. I keep forgetting.
Oh, I have a question.
Yep.
Compared to other Musou games, it seems like zone control is less important in this game, or is it just because the objectives have like such high priority in comparison?
So they removed territories more or less in this game. They were trying to remove the idea of the like square territories.
Yeah.
So because of that, they made a lot of the missions not refer to them because they wanted to be very different from like Pirate Warriors 3, etc. So yeah, there are a lot of objective-based missions in this game.
Yeah, 'cause I guess that's something I didn't understand when I was casually playing the game. I didn't get that like even that far past Alabasta, but like I was like trying to control zones and I was like failing stuff. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, it is like that for sure.
You kind of just arbitrarily pick up zones as you're doing the objectives that they give you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're merely there to be used in some way. So like, You'll take a territory and kill a leader, and then the enemies stop spawning. So it helps you / hurts you in that way. So generally we only take them for missions that require it, of course, and so that happens a lot. But there's a couple skills that have to do with it, like absolute leader, taking all the points, etc. But only absolute leader kind of gets used. It's mainly on stages that don't even have points, because if it has no points, it counts as being stacked. And so we use it for that reason, but otherwise we don't use it a lot. Yep. I don't know what's happening. Okay, good. I was like, this is weird. I must be set to an internal timer or something instead.
You're gonna play as Sabo, right, dude?
Oh yeah! Yeah, so in the normal new game mission, you have to play as this weird character nobody's ever heard about called Sabo. And he's extremely bad in this game. So he's the worst character you're forced to use in the run.
Oh, really? That's incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah, so he was very, very strong in Pirate Warriors 3, and they were like, yeah, no, and he got destroyed in this game. So admittedly, it feels more like he's just absolutely unfinished, rather than that they had a vendetta against him or anything.
Did they lock him to like post-tournament Sabo, or like did they give him the good?
They gave him nothing specific. I mean, like past what he used in the Dressrosa Coliseum.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say basically he's just Coliseum Sabo, which sucks, but it is what it is, I guess.
And Bellamy really out here being like, nah, I could take Whitebeard.
Why is he taking no damage?
So Bellamy has this thing in this game, he's pretty cool, where he has a % chance that he will not get hit.
Oh, what a cool, fun guy.
Yeah. It's like a really high chance too, it's like 70% or something. Where he's like, I'm not allowed to die. And you're like, well, that's kind of not fun at all. Can I hit you? So if you're playing as Whitebeard, it's kind of nice because Whitebeard can lift him off the ground with one hit. And then once he's off the ground, he can't do it. It's similar to observation hockey with Katakuri, but it's a higher chance for some reason with Bellamy. Bellamy's got better observation hockey than Katakuri, confirmed. In the series,
character.
in this series, I think the only reason why he doesn't just like raffle stomp everybody in Dressrosa is because Doflamingo doesn't let him use observation hockey. It's got to be the reason. His observation hockey in this game is like it's like literally twice as good as Katakuri's for some reason. And it's crazy. I don't know what they're thinking.
Some guy on the Pirate Warriors 4 dev team was like, you know, I really like Bellamy.
I love Bellamy, dude. Put him in 2 missions. They're like, hey, can we add him into the roster? And they're like, no. And he's like, but come on, man. Like, it's like, it's
They
just.
spit in his face as soon as he suggested it.
Yeah. They're like, are you crazy? He's like, is that a trick question? I just like Bellamy. It's like, so yes. It's like, no, I just, come on.
Ace.
Yeah. So I thought I was on the other stage, so this is a mistake. But it's fine. Ace is a top tier character. He's fine. So Ace is pretty strong in this game anyway. You could definitely just get away with destroying everything with him. His only downside is that he's not the speed of light. But that's not too bad. He still has most other beneficial things that you want in your characters, like absolutely massive AoE, extremely high damage, and etc.
We gotta sing his praises too because he cut his vacation short in order to come back with us for us.
Exactly. So now that he's off vacation, he's mad buffed in this game, you know. Vacation Ace is different. He's a little different. So once you use his vacation booster, all of his attacks become fully charged forever until he's off, like loses the vacation buff. So with it, we can just roll up on anybody and they die. And there's nothing they can do at all. It's actually pretty crazy. His AoE is so high that it looks like they just grab the scale of the effect and just increase the size like this. They're like, that doesn't look big enough, just double it, it's cool, and then a good place. Head to the Royal Palace. I'm really bad at seeing X's. Okay.
Bottom right.
Yeah. So he's pretty fast. He's a speed type, so you can do long dashes without being like completely screwed in vacation mode. But once it ends, you know, he goes back to being tired. So we do that. Also, he can taunt to remove his hat. So that's cool. We like interactive
RNG
taunts.
manipulation.
Yeah. We use it here because Fujitora is blind, but hats are something he can see. So we make sure that we go hatless for this fight. And once we have the hatless percent, we can take him out and the stage ends.
That's a clean use of corridors, man. That was clean.
Yep. So, yeah. So as an homage, we're going to use Ace one more time while he's off vacation, and then he has to go right back on vacation. So in
being retired, you know?
Yeah. He gets retired after Stop the Birdcage. So this stage has this big rock guy with a really high-pitched voice that he's filled with helium. And what we need to do is ignite helium, you know? If anybody's ever heard of the Led Zeppelin issue, we're just going to be doing that type of thing where we get up to this big old Zeppelin rock man right here, and we fill him with flames. And our only choices of characters with fire fruits in this game are Sabo and Vacation Ace. So Vacation Ace is very good in this game.
That's the cameras.
Yeah, so cameras are fake in this fight. Also, he doesn't have collision, so you just like kind of go inside of him. I didn't ask, but they just did it like this. So he's defeated, even though it kind of doesn't seem like he is. So we're gonna run up this mountain over here, I believe. If not, we can kill him from on top of the mountain. It's fine, because the other Pika spawns up here.
Yeah, he takes like forever to die. I saw his health bar go to 0.
Yeah.
Very
so,
sad they couldn't have 2 scale Pika. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
The game would crash.
Well,
That
down
happened.
here again. There he goes.
There goes my hero. Pika stopped. So that's where he went. I accidentally fell off the cliff, so I lose a little time here. Not too bad because we don't need it. Definitely don't need it. So giants are weak to our boy Ace in this game due to a glitch. Like that looks really weird. This one. And that we can generally take out like any of these guys really quickly. So I didn't use the glitch there much. I used a tiny bit of it. But it is there. I just whiffed and I decided that it'd probably be fine to kill him after. Where's this?
Yeah, you run all the way to the top.
This mission also says to escort Luffy up there or whatever, but you don't. And then our boy Dofi, or Diamante, tries to stop us, and we take him out. And then Dofi spawns here, usually with Bellamy, but Bellamy's on strike because bad hours. So we instead just take out Doflamingo here. And we go upstairs. So normally you would fight Bellamy there, but on this we do not have to because, like I said, he didn't get paid for the last mission. And that helps us out a lot actually, so. A lot of like little cutscenes in this fight. It's a cool fight. But it does kind of mess with us how often he is kind of an invincible man.
Wasn't Pirate Warriors 3? Didn't they finish the game before this arc was over?
Yeah, so they made up an arc. Of
Okay,
Dressrosa.
yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah. Pirate Warriors 2 is like that as well, where they kind of just were like making up stuff, which is pretty awesome. Pirate Warriors 4 has one for Wano, where they made up Wano.
Yeah, which is like entirely different at this point.
Exactly. They have fun time. So, this stage is a lot of killing officers. I don't like this mission because it's all boxes %. But it is what it is. For some reason they're like, yeah, Sabo needs you to destroy a bunch of boxes, and so you kind of mostly just go around breaking boxes. Not sure why. Maybe they're afraid of like Solid Snake or something. But you break all the boxes. So so we kind of just make sure no boxes are left if we can help it. Like these are boxes, we can take those out real quick. I'll go back for those boxes. But yeah. Jeez. So but for real, we do need to break a lot of boxes. And it kind of feels weird, but it is what it is. In the normal version of this mission, without fast dialogue, there is a lot of like kind of downtime between boxes. But in this run, what is happening to me? Okay. I think the next set of boxes is... It's over there, okay. Been better to use Whitebeard here. It's a little better at destroying boxes than I am.
It's gonna be down.
Huh?
I said it's gonna be down.
Is it? I thought it was here. I'm crazy.
Yeah, so you kill this guy and then you go to where you were just at.
That makes sense, actually. This explains everything. Ah, we lost somebody. It's okay.
That was Tom. Thomas.
Tomas.
Oh no! It's alright. And then we wipe out the boxes.
What a fun and engaging level this is.
Yeah.
And it leads right into the best arc in the whole game, too. That's also fun and engaging.
Yeah.
This is definitely a donation level.
Yeah. Somebody in development was like, "Hey, what if we have a stage where the player, they like destroy a lot of boxes?" And they're like, "But wait, why? Like, why does Luffy need boxes destroyed?" Like, well, no. Cavendish will ask for the boxes to be destroyed. Like, that doesn't answer my question. What the heck? Why are we taking out boxes again? It's like, look. So in Dressrosa, remember that arc where like Luffy is like getting carried away and like Fujitora is like gonna drop a whole city on the city for some reason, and then everybody's like standing underneath it, and then he's like, "Oh, I wish I could have seen you with my own eyes." It's like, yeah. So instead of that,
We kill boxes.
yeah,
Very
he's like,
fluffy.
interesting. I guess we could have that mission. Look, sir, it won't take much time. Like, we already have the boxes made. He's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah. Look, I made it in my off time, but they're made. It's like, okay, I guess we could have a box level.
Listen, sir, I'm gonna strong arm the box level into the game one way or another. Just agree to it.
Yeah. It was like a director or something, so it's just like, I guess so. I mean, we have the box level.
The CEO of Koei Tecmo is like, listen, my son really loves boxes.
Yeah. It's actually the Namco Bandai guy, the executive producer. He's like, no, look, One Piece is all about
Behind you.
boxes. He's like, what do you mean boxes? Like, you know how much merch we sell? It's like, okay, I get it, but like, how does that have to do with the game? He's like, the game's in a box. It's like, well, yeah, but
Think about it metaphorically. They can't box us into one genre.
yeah. It's like destroying boxes is something like you expect out of like Mario, you know, like a big studio. We can do that, and it's like,
I mean,
I
you don't know if the
guess.
One Piece is in one of those boxes. I mean, you know.
That level is so awful that we just had to riff about boxes for 5 minutes in order to get through it.
Yeah. It's great. What a good stage.
Alright, time for the best part of the entire friggin' game.
Luckily, we have fast dialogue on, so this stage is totally different. So, normally this stage has something to do with snacks and cake, and it makes everybody in the crew completely stupid. So, it still does part of that, except now there's a fake Sanji involved, and we don't have to wait for our homies to get out the way. So, we can just...
You missed one.
Please die. Ugh. Okay, so now we go and find out what this guy over here is all about. Look at his back. All right, and so, oh, he's not actually there. Oh, there's this thing called fake Luffy's. We're like, damn, there's a lot of Luffy's. They must be somewhere. And our homies move out of the way real quick, like they know what's going on, and these homies are like, nah. And just to clarify for anybody who doesn't know One Piece, but they are called homies. I'm not just making that up.
Oh, you don't get to witness the glorious cutscene later where it talks about mom's eating disorder and then the homies getting in your way.
Yeah, we
And Whole Cake Island sure is psychological horror.
yeah. It's an arc about beating up Luffy a lot of times, candy being everywhere, eating disorders, and mirror worlds, and living everything. You have living trees that tell you to eat them, and the mission's over. After you
Relay
take out
ceases
Relay.
to exist.
Cool. Wait, why isn't this... Okay. And then these homies move out the way. Alright. So that was clean. 140. Saves about 70 minutes off the normal time.
It's true.
The whole run.
That mission's awful. It's like at least 10 minutes, I believe.
It feels bad. We go over here to Brothers Clash. Normally, this stage you're fighting a bunch of brothers, and there's an electrical fence, and Sanji is pretty tired. But this time, that doesn't happen. Instead, we wrap him up in a donut, and we beat them all up, and
At the time of this arc, nothing made me more mad than any Germa this or Germa that.
yeah. Oh my god, I hate this. Please.
Can you mod the Germa commanders instead of a G to be a J?
Yeah, Germa.
Yeah, so we can have Germa commanders.
Yeah, true. I'll definitely do that. That's not
be the
hard
best.
at all. I'm not kidding. It's not hard.
Good. Good. I will download that mod immediately.
I'll add it to the fast dialogue as an option.
Yeah, Germa 985 in the game.
Yeah, all I had to do is find everywhere or type string Germa for every string in the game and then just replace it with a J. And it's done.
God, dude, I just love this arc. It's so fun. I love it.
Yeah. We fight this guy named Sanji here. Hey Sanji, how's it going? I heard that you don't like us and that you don't want to be part of our crew, and I've never heard that before in my life. There wasn't a character named Nico Robin who said the same thing, or a character named Nami that said the same. Oh. Wait a second. It's almost like every single person says that. And doesn't mean it.
I love how Luffy is always like, no. No, I've decided. You're in the crew.
It's like, you don't understand. I'm the captain, and... It's like, yeah, but I have to be in the crew for you to be the captain. No. You don't understand the series piece.
Luffy has the potential to be, like, so evil. He could just be like, you understand, I'll kidnap you, right?
Yeah.
He never does, though. Too much of a good boy.
Yep.
Well, the only person who hasn't just straight up been, like, lying to Luffy was, like, Zoro, maybe?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Nami did it in her arc. Usopp does it later. Nico Robin, Sanji,
Chopper.
Yeah, I think Chopper does it in like his first arc. Yeah,
Drum.
in Drum Island and whatnot.
Brook.
I guess Brook was like, oh yeah, I'll join.
He's like, I just can't because I'm stuck on this island.
I'd be like, nah, bro, you'll be okay. He's like, yeah, I guess you're right.
It's like, I don't have my shadow. If you get my shadow back, I'm all down for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Frankie, you had to convince.
Yeah.
I guess you had to convince Zoro to. Not really. It was more like, hey, dog, get me out of this, and I'll be on your crew. You dig?
Yeah. Well, it was a little longer than that because he was like, don't let me out of this. I promised somebody. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, they're actually lying to you. And he's like, oh, screw these kids, dude. Like, I'll be a pirate. Once he realized that the Marines are completely untrustworthy individuals, his tone changed.
I mean, it was like low key as a bounty hunter working for them, so I guess it makes sense why he would be like, oh.
This stage is like the best stage in the game. We love it, and unconditionally, the stage is used a lot of times in this game, you know? They just reuse the stage everywhere because it's so good.
I don't want to see Jimbei in his gross green loincloth for the rest of this stage, dude. Get me away from him.
Yeah.
Are the bells actually necessary, or are they just there?
They opened the door.
Right. But why?
So you don't open other doors because there's fights that trigger if you open them.
Oh, okay. So it's literally for a trigger.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get good RNG, like I did.
I mean, I know where Brule spawns every time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. She spawns right here. Or on the... I went around wrong. She's always in this hallway here, so she's like right below it, I think. The speed mod's like breaking my brain, actually. Normally she's like right there. What happened?
You have to kill those 2 fake Luffys before
Everything
it's
happens.
part of the...
I forgot that was a thing. I just thought they were not real fake Luffys, which they aren't, but... Wait, did you not die? Please, okay.
Alright, now it actually is.
Double, yeah, so... This fake Luffy don't matter. I get it.
This map looks like it was designed by someone who made like Killer is Dead or No More Heroes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you played those, but it's kind of what this map looks like.
That one. You have to go around the long way, make sure he doesn't go through this. So I think it's this Luffy. I trolled myself. Where
If
do
you capture the treasure room, she'll come to you.
Yeah, that's true. Wait. Did I break that? I didn't break it. So bad. Why would I do this to myself?
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, she always goes to that one, but like normally if you go through the pathway I just went through, so you have to go around the long way. If you go on that right side, around the upright to the left, you'll walk into this hallway right here, and it'll be to the left, and you can just push them before they can get to the mirror.
Mhm.
And then they're dead. But I went around the other way, forgetting that that would just make them run right into it. I thought because I was Katakuri, I'd just be fast enough, so I'd just like defeat her. But I didn't realize. But yeah, you go around like right, upright, and then when you walk forward, they're trying to get to that mirror, and you just bully them. And as we've learned earlier in this game, bullying people is useful because it makes them your friend. No. But yes. We are...
This has to be the best mission in the whole game. Truly.
Truly? I will, no cap, say this mission's at least, like, you could save time before... Or, like... So you could save time on this mission, luckily. Even on, like, New Game Plus without the mod. So I will give it a little bit of a pass, but it is a bad mission. Like, structurally. But you do save, you do have the ability to save a bunch of time on this mission, which I appreciate in missions, when you don't, like, you aren't just forced to wait the whole time. Because they just summon, like, guys as part of the escort, and then, like, Katakuri, and then you just beat them up. Which is kind of cool.
Well, yeah, you don't have Katakuri you chase. Oh, but you do. Okay, well.
Yeah.
See, that's just a faker. You're the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy can't. He has to see me on the court.
This guy's made out of marshmallows.
Yeah. He's got the marshmallow fruit. He just pretends. Yeah. Galactic donuts. Alright. And then here he teleports because he actually has got Luena on his side from CP9. And then we finish up the rest of these guys.
Well, that seemed like fun.
Cool. You just clean that up and then make sure the straw hats get there, which I already did, and then the mission's over. So it's just a matter of waiting a little bit for them to walk. They kind of walk single file, which is kind of dumb, but it is what it is. They like wait for each other to walk a certain distance away.
Who's this person lagging behind?
How hard would it be to add a mod in to make Katakuri have the Guy Fieri get up?
Very.
Dang.
You'd have to model and...
This guy's literally Flavor Town.
Yeah. You can dump the models in this game. The game uses, like, I guess, apparently the same model engine as, like, one of the DOA games, so the model extractor works the same way in both games.
Mm-hmm.
And people do model edits for DOA because of reasons. So that technology exists, so you could, in theory, export the models and re-import them. So that could work, but I don't know anything about model editing.
Yeah.
Like,
I just
maybe
want
you
to
can...
give him those flame, like the blonde hair with the flame spikes.
Yeah. That would definitely make people cringe really hard. Which...
I mean, you can probably just retexture that.
Oh, yeah, that's not that hard in terms of, like, that part.
If you want to like make the hair spiky itself, then yeah, that's where it's an issue.
That's pretty spiky already.
Yeah. Or do you want it to have like frosted tips or something? It'd probably be pretty hard, maybe. Because like that's kind of annoying texture-wise. Oh, donuts. Oh, you go crazy. Eating disorders are bad, kids. Well, if you have one, make sure you work really hard to handle it. Eating disorders are problematic. They suck.
Therapists don't exist in One Piece, they just fight each other.
Yeah.
It's almost time for her to say the best line in the game.
Make my monsters grow! Whoops.
I was gonna say when Big Mom says wedding cake.
There you go.
It takes 30 seconds for one dialogue box to go away.
I don't think I can stop Big Mom when she like wakes up here, and I always thought to myself, I'm like, what if I take her out like extra fast before she does the jump? But I don't think it's possible.
She always teleports here.
Yeah.
Because I killed her like maybe 20 feet away from this objective, and she woke up and teleported. I was like, oh, sick. Glad I wasted my time.
Yeah. Okay. And she jumps in. Get in here, guys. Welcome to Flavor Town.
Nice.
Population U. Forget the cutscene while I'm in the mode, please. She's not gonna do it. There we go. Yay, Prometheus.
That is a really weird model.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. They used like one of the attack models, and then they were like, yeah, it'll just be fine, whatever.
That's the only instance of like a hard plastic 3D model, like, visually, that I've seen in this whole game. Everything else looks amazing. Really.
Yeah, there's definitely like the closer you get to the end, the more like it gets a little sus, but most of it's not too bad. Trying to think.
You have to get Brule. Surrounded by 3 other members of the Straw Hats. None of them are doing damage.
Yeah, they're just chilling watching it happen, you know.
Oh,
No.
dude, I can't wait for this excellent sound mixing, too. This is the best part of the whole game, unironically. Make sure you turn your volume all the way up for this. Here comes.
It's so loud.
It's just, it's not mixed at all.
Yeah.
Like, just put the sound effect in. Who cares?
For reference, I have my game sound at 1 in all categories. And that, like, actually was loud. Which is insane. There's another potential. So, we've thought about this route a couple times. So, Katakuri's boss is a little odd. So, like, Kid is still good, but because Observation Hockey, it can get really awry. I think Mihawk potentially saves time in this fight. But it's super gamble heavy. So I'm just going to use Kid anyway. But do note that Mihawk likely saves time in the fight. But it's just really scary for me. I need to get it around. So he does that, which if it happens, feels bad, man. And there's a lot of like uneven ground on this stage. And he likes to cancel your combos, so we just kind of hope we can get him. And this looks like it's world record pace. I have to get to the floor because this guy is, I don't know, he might have screwed me a little bit. I'll find out right here. He did. He's just observation hockey spamming me. Yeah.
That level
he does
might
that.
need a nausea warning.
Yeah. Observation hockey for him is really frustrating. Because you'll be like, oh, I got to my charge fort! Zoom, right through him, and you're like, oh, well. I tried.
That was the most motion sick I've got from watching you play this.
Yeah. It is everywhere, and the checker pattern doesn't help. It's one of those stages where bigger AoE better. So we're gonna use some Whitebeard. I would mix in other characters, but unfortunately they will lose so much time. Especially on like this stage. So I can't just like walk around up here or something. Could be lose somebody. What happened?
Glitched, went to bed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He
I understand.
do be like pretty late, I guess.
Yeah, he's Central Time, I think.
No,
Yeah.
it's 10:30 EST.
This stage with fast mod is so fun. I like the stage in general, just like the layout. Because it's very tight overall, and then... Okay, so we just kind of push him onto the floor here. He summons some homies here on the right, the left, and the top. So we just make sure we wipe them all out, and then we take them for a ride. So. There it is. This is the only, like, mission that's kind of canon in Wano.
Yeah, they just do their own thing afterwards.
Yeah, after that, they're like, we don't got anything.
I mean, I think when the game came out, there was like literally only a handful of chapters in Wano at all. Like,
Yeah.
Just arrived. Nothing happened yet.
They definitely got early info from, like, Oda for it, but it was not enough, quote unquote.
No plot twist, nothing. He's like, I'm not gonna let anyone know my secrets.
It happened as well in Pirate Warriors 3, where, like, Oda definitely told them way more. Because for them to know Katakuri, like, to actually make Kaido in this game, before Wano even came out, would have been really, really hard, if not having, like, a year of prior notice.
Yeah.
So they get knowledge, which is awesome, but mangaka don't want to, like, spoil their stuff or have any of it get leaked, which totally makes sense. So he has to be extra careful to make sure nobody, like, no, because he's not gonna make this game tell you what happens in Wano before Wano does, the manga. Like, that'd be insane. So that's a big deal. Oh yeah, I forgot I can literally just jump all the way over there. I, like, totally forget. I can just go up to this thing. Then there's like 5 more of them or something.
That's immensely satisfying, just having it die in one swing.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Wano is really pretty.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. There are people, I don't remember who it was. Somebody said, like, I wish they hadn't put Wano in this game. And they had saved it or something to actually do the real part. And I was so confused. I was like, what? Wait, what? You want them to just not make Wano in this game because they didn't have time to complete it? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that would be bad. Like, people would be like, why wasn't Wano included? Why wasn't Wano included? Like, you're crazy.
Yeah, if Wano wasn't included, then you'll be like, I'll get to just play Pirate Warriors 3.
Yeah, you get all the same arcs. And yeah, you get more arcs. It would actually be really bad. You just get more characters. And if they didn't include Kaido, etc., indirectly because of that, that would also suck. I forget, like, whoa, okay. I think they're in the north part of town.
Is
Honestly,
there a reason why you attack her?
Yeah. I'll say in a second.
Yeah.
So, I believe it triggers that candy part faster.
Oh.
I don't know why. But normally, I believe, she, like, walks towards it and then, like, they kind of do something with that whole deal. But other than that, there might not be. I'd have to, like, look into it more. But I killed her on habit, you know. It happened again. Pipe. Speaker blowing. Speaker explosion %.
Oh man, get out of this friggin' level, dude. How long did it take? Win.
Win. 250.
2.5. 3 minutes. Ugh.
We almost had sub 2 hour. It's maybe barely possible, probably.
Mm.
It's getting close to the point where it might barely not be possible. Because I have to do 3 more stages. And then
Yeah, I was gonna
hard.
guess that. I was gonna guess that this was gonna be around 2.5 hours for the full run.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I think with this it'll be like 2:15. That's my random guess.
Yeah.
Because we're currently at real time. We're currently at 2 hours 40 seconds. for information. So, in terms of the in-game time, it's gonna be sub 2 hours. Because that's real time.
Yeah.
So we're already doing real good. Trying to remember to take out those guys, or do you have to take out Hawkins again?
Nah, he has a guy behind him.
Yeah.
A little samurai chief.
Oh,
There it is.
I didn't wreck his guard on that. Die. Okay. So I think then you save the people? I don't remember. Okay, good. I was like, I vaguely remember this exact section.
Yeah, honestly, I'm also thinking they might have had like an easier, like if this is the same team that works on other Musou games, they might just have an easier time developing Wano because it's similar layout.
Samurai 5 or something.
Yeah, like Warriors games.
Yeah, they also made Band of the Hawk. Berserk, Band of the Hawk.
Yeah.
So
This section of, if I had to break them up into sections, I'd say this section of Omega Force likely made like they made the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games. I think they might have been working because the game came out in such close proximity to Age of Calamity. I assume they were not working on that game. And so I don't know what games they made right before this one, if I'm being honest. Maybe Sam 4. It's the only one that kind of feels like maybe.
Did they work on Fate Extella or who? What is that? Like
No,
the same
that's
team
Marvelous.
at all? Marvelous. Okay. I keep
Yes.
mixing up so many different Musou-like games.
Yeah,
It's like-
the only one of significant note is that one, and that's by Center and Kagura developers Marvelous.
Mm-hmm.
We're
And
true
those
together.
developers are wild.
Yeah, so that game is very good, and it was somewhat ahead of its time, I would say, because Band of the Hawk and that game kind of used like similar ideas, and they weren't too far away development-wise. But they were the first games to introduce this like R1 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Band of the Hawk added it, and then Extella 2, Umbral Link or whatever, Umbral Star Link maybe. That
Yeah.
game added it in as well. And since then, I've been pretty happy with it. It's not like perfect, but it's better than just having like one super gauge that triggers like a cutscene. Cause it's sort of like having an EX move, which I like. I did like that Samurai Warriors 5 went a little bit more towards the just everything's an EX move out of it, but they also overbuffed the mechanic, so kind of a 50-50. What the heck is this guy? I'm just gonna do this and hope. What? It literally tanked my move. That barrel like canceled it. That's really, really bad. It actually cost me a bunch of time.
oh boy.
I was literally gonna just hit that guy through the wall and be good. What the?
This game, like, definitely ruined other Musos. Like, so much happens in this game, and it's so stylized, and
Yeah.
it's very rarely boring. You know?
Definitely made it like gave the characters more character and made it less button mashy as a lot of people play the other Musals, where you know you can do more than. It looks like you can do way more than, especially with the ability wheel.
Yeah, you feel very much like you're actively pressing a lot of things. Like the burst dash is super fun to use. Like it's super great. And then, yeah, skills are super cool. They add that varied ability to feel like you're canceling from one thing to another. Having a resource to prevent you from just spamming theoretically burst dash, I think is fine. The other Pirate Warrior games didn't restrict that gauge basically, and so some people preferred the Pirate Warriors 3 status where you just kind of were able to cancel everything. But I felt like it was required in that game, like 100% of the time. If you don't do it, you're like super crazy. But it wasn't that clear in that game to me, whereas this one is very clear. Because stuff dials up in this game quite a lot. And what I mean by that is, like, this first attack is 1.0, the second attack's 1.1, third's 1.2, fourth 1.3, last attack 1.9. And with that in mind, it's it, like, because it ramps up, dashing out makes you feel like, well, I'll lose DPS here. So you have to mix, you know, the two. You'd be like, I don't want to waste this. Yeah.
Good old Jack. Best character in the game.
Yeah, he's like this weird mammoth that has very low overall tankiness for a giant, which is kind of funny. This particular Jack is like tankier than normal, but the other one's pretty funny.
He had like about the same health as that Kuma from the other stage.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so I think that's good. But yeah, I don't know. They did a good job at this game. The Warrior game right after this one, I think, is Age of Calamity, and that's also very fun.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
I like that game a lot. If it wasn't for the Switch, it would be absolutely like top tier Warrior game, and it still is kinda, but the Switch really hurts it. And then this game was good. Samurai Warriors 5 felt like it was made by the team who was working on this game, and unfortunately it felt like they just had no money / time. They put it all in the story, which feels bad. I forgot that you break the gate.
So many things holding the Switch back, even though some of the IPs are like super good.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that the hard drive in the Switch is just incredibly slow. I thought it was some like SSD level
Oh, no. Yeah.
storage. It is like almost as slow as a HDD. Like, even though it's, you know,
It's, yeah.
not a
Even though
disc.
it's... Exactly. It's crazy. They just went the slowest one they could find. Nah.
Yeah. Like, the SSD in there runs just about as fast. It's like kind of bad.
Yep. Oh, damn. Wait, did she? Oh my god. She did. Oh my god. She's invincible. What does she want? There we go. I was like, what's going on? This should not be happening.
Yeah, usually she just like stops taking damage for a couple seconds. And this cutscene plays. Move it to the end. Sick. Not even close to emptying his health. Very
Yeah.
sick.
It's a good mission.
Does the mission end just as soon as he spawns and just like some time after?
Dialogue, yeah.
Or okay.
It's attached to dialogue, and because there's dialogue is too fast, it just ends. This is like last mission-ish.
There it is.
Against the big old dragon man, probably Katakuri. It's pretty bad no matter what, 'cause his collision is hilarious when he's Dragon Kaido. They did not have time to finish Dragon Kaido at all in this game, so he is unfortunately very like kind of finicky in terms of his collision. When you play as Dragon Kaido, you can't even like play certain stages. Like you have to turn off the transformation basically, because his body won't fit through like corridors and stuff. And it's not like
they
just
even have Dragon Kaido.
Yeah, it's kind of true. It's kind of interesting. Should activate this more because I need the speed. Alright, so where's the actually important? Alright.
What a pushover that guy is.
Yeah. That faker, you know, it's just not the true mochi man. He's a marshmallow guy. Okay, so we have this person over here. I'm gonna waste time on everybody else. There you go. I almost beat it. Sucks. Damn, I hate her becoming like armor invincible. I'm gonna turn this off and like try to build up some meter off some guys real quick. Where's the... Okay... There's one below me. And there's one up here. Get me out of here. Okay. Just activate this because my stamina is low. First. Okay. I think these are required, but I'll kill some of them, I guess. I believe it's just a break. There we go. And then now it's just end.
Yep.
So lava guys that normally slow down this fight at the dragon phase are basically gone with fast dialogue, which is pretty cool. Damn, he's got a laser. Oh snap. Oh, the bridge is gone. Alright, so gotta be careful with Dragon Kaido. We don't want to accidentally do anything too bad. I think I already did it. Okay, good. Sometimes you get kind of screwed over if people cheat him because then the stuff won't play. So yeah, these scene thing doesn't happen, and Luffy's talking doesn't happen, so you can get to the next sections of these fights faster. Which makes this cleaner too. I have to be careful. As much as I would love to mochi him, it loses time. Yeah. Lag. Gonna observation hockey all this. Okay. So you just kind of dash, 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 dash. Yes. Yeah, so in this fight, Katakuri, or just in any fight technically, if Katakuri is not doing a charge attack, and rather a square string, he will observation hockey like every attack, so you can just kind of spam square. And if you're not in like some sort of finisher or something, you'll generally just observation hockey everything. Which saves a little bit. 525, 9-3. That should be run. So
Yay.
real time on my splits is at the end of results. So it's 216.39.76.
Hey.
Yeah, lost a bit of time confused about that split that one time, and on some of the weird stages like the Kaido on that one stage and stuff. But it was good, clean.
Very good run.
Mm-hmm.